doing a live on stream, showing you guys how to get more headshots. I know you guys, going for those challenges, those gold camos. So a few things I want to go through. The first thing I would recommend is going for tactical expert, okay? Because we want to really use our concussion grenades here. The more concussions we have, the better. That's the first thing. The next thing is having a sight on your weapon. So you can see we've got the Merlin reflex. I also like to go for something like an extended mags or a fast mag. I prefer extended mags. I think it makes it a lot easier when kind of spraying your shot. And then I like to run a silencer. So this is live on stream. We're going to go first attempt. In terms of perks, you can use the blue perk package, and what happens is if you use the blue perks, you end up getting the one where you can see through walls. So I think that's a pretty good one, but for now I'm going to go for the red one, and we're going to go straight for it. So the first thing I would always say is your centering, okay? Your centering, make sure, is a little bit higher than normal. We're not worried about KD now. We're really going for headshots and headshots only. So the first thing I would say is make sure your centering is a little bit higher than normal. And when you go for those shots, start to aim a little bit up, okay? So actually go and aim for those headshots. So what I mean by that is when you're shooting normally, your centering might be a little bit lower and you just get, chest shots and body shots. But what we want to do now is we want to adjust our centering so that our natural aim is going to get more headshots, okay? That's the first thing we want to do. The next thing we want to do is use our stun grenades at scenarios where we see multiple people, okay? I'm going to have a more in-depth guide of this with specific clips, but right now I just thought I'd do a live conversion for you guys watching now as well. So right now, a perfect example, we go through. If I can see someone there, I'm going to chuck a stun. I'm going to slide in. And then you can see we go through. Now, I didn't actually get that kill because my teammate stole it. But that's a perfect example of what to do. If you feel like you know where someone's going to be, chuck a stun. And it gives you that extra second to line up and hit the headshot. Again, I missed that one slightly. But you can see the technique there, right? It's about lining up your shot and going through and getting a headshot, okay? The next thing you want to do, so those are just the kind of general tips, and then you can keep applying that. The next thing you want to do is kind of tap fire your weapon. For me, this is probably the most important one, and it can really line up those shots. So let me show you what I mean. When you're shooting someone and you're shooting 3 bullets, just stop for a second, okay? Once you've shot 3 or 4 bullets, just stop for a second and make sure the last bullet of your shot is connected to their head. So what I mean by that is don't just spray your shot. Let me show you a normal shot. If I go around the corner, that's obviously close combat, which is great. But if I go for a normal kill, right? If I just find someone to do a normal kill, it doesn't always give me that headshot because in the moment it might be quicker. You can see right there, even though I should have got a headshot there, because I kind of rushed my kill, it didn't give me one, right? So what I would do is I would go behind someone and I would spray fire like that. Spray fire like that, okay? So these are all small things I like to do in my game, and when you combine them, you get so many headshots. If you really want to get headshots, play hardcore. Hardcore is the easiest way. You can sit on a heady and just tap fire. But if you don't really like hardcore, which I understand, you want to play core, this is for me the best way to do it. So we went through a few of the obvious ones. Not even obvious, but just a few of the ones I like to do. The next thing I like to do is run a suppressor. When you're behind someone, it's very easy to get those headshots because they're not looking at you. So I like to go behind people. I like to try to play around, flank people, go across. And once I'm behind people in a little spawn trap, it's a lot easier to get headshots. So let me show you what I mean. We're going to go across right now. So right there again, we were right next to it, right? So nice and easy headshots. Just taking your time. So I think we've already got maybe 4 or 5 this game. There's another one. There's a stun grenade. Even right there, I should have got one. You see how... Now, my accuracy doesn't look great because I'm going for this specific headshot. So again, I'm not really playing normal here. I'm going for headshots. Right there, we specifically went for the headshot. And you can just see how we do these different techniques. It makes it easier, okay? So I want you to just do them in game. So far already, we've got 7. The next one, and this one's kind of one I learned when playing face-off. If you go prone and play off angles, you can really get nice headshots. Let me show you what I mean. We need to get to a better spot first. Let's get to a better spot first. This map's a little bit mixy right now. I mean, it's Nuketown, it's always mixy, but... Let me go through. The normal jump shot gives you headshots as well because you're aiming higher. When you drop shot, you kind of want to move your centering up. So we're going to double stun that guy. We'll re-peek, and we're going to go for the kill. Missed the headshot there, but it's not the end of the world. Another thing you can do is you can add a laser. A laser sight is also a great addition because when you're going for the hip fire kills. So right now, if we look at the minimap, I can see someone's up here, right? So he looks like he's on the stairs. So we're going to go through. We're going to chuck a stun. We're going to go and push him. Again, I should have got a headshot there. That was more me messing up my shot there. But you just set yourself up with opportunities with the stun grenade and stuff like that, okay? The next thing we want to do, if I can get to a good spot, I'll show you. But if you can play off angles, and go prone, people run past you. I'm trying to find one right now. Let me try to find one here. So you see I'm prone, right? My centering is a little bit higher. I'm going to let them get close. and I'm just going to beam him in the head. Now they're going to turn behind me, so we turn around. Just going to wait a second. Okay, they didn't spawn there. They should have spawned there. I just don't think they pushed that out yet. But this map gets so mixy, it's sometimes hard to do multiple things at once, but... I would also say for your field upgrades, use a salt pack. Just like we mentioned earlier, you get more stuns and stuff. So you can kind of spam those stuns if you want. And we actually get one more. So you see we have 3 now. I forgot to mention that earlier. That's definitely something you want to do. So we're behind them now. You see when we're behind them, right? We can stun one. And watch this now. We're going to go around. Right there's a perfect example of the tap fire. Now this is with a submachine gun, it's a bit more range, okay? If you had an AR, it would have been even easier. But just little things like that, just applying them all in one game, and you get so many headshots. When you're mounting, just predict where they're going to be, stand and aim at their head. Just loads of these little tricks, I think combined can get you so many headshots. We're just going to kind of play some normal gameplay now, and see if we can get some more headshots. Kind of using what we went through.
Hardpoint is secure.
So I'm like, okay, they could be going through the left there, so we're going to chuck a stun. So now I'm going to be behind them. I see this guy right here. Again, you see when I'm right next to him with a suppressor? You see how many easy headshots I'm getting? Right there. Again, we aim just for the head. We go behind this guy. I see him on the left. We're going to go through. I know they're spawning there. We're going to go across. Kind of weak here. Normal jump shot. When I'm prone, what do? I'm going to go for the tap fire. So you've seen all these concepts we spoke about. We're applying together. Just about applying these concepts together. When you're right next to someone, you just hit fire them. Make sure you're aiming straight for that head. When I know they spawn here, where am I centering? Look where my centering is, right near the head, okay? My centering isn't lower. Now, in a normal game, I would say center around their chest area or lower chest, because when they slide, they go lower, so you want to track them. But for this example of headshots, we want to center near their head, because we want those kills. I think Nuketown can be the best map because it's so chaotic. And you get so many kills a game. I feel like it probably is the best. I missed some shots. They're all good though. How many are we on right now? So I'm on 14. And to be honest, because I was showing specific tutorials, it's slowing it down a little bit because I had to, like, you know, show you guys the specific methods as I'm doing them. So it was a little bit difficult. But doing this method, for me personally, if you actually play it properly, you can get between 20 and 25 fairly consistently, I would say. Right there again. And with a suppressor, with all these things, it just makes it so easy. So look, we're behind them right now, okay? So I'm gonna chuck a stun in there.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
So I'm gonna wait. Now that he's stunned, let's go through. Oh, I messed up badly there. I messed up my centering really badly there.
Hardpoint identified.
The one I wanted to show you was more the prone one. Right there, tap fire. So I'm just kind of saying the mechanics that I'm using to help me in those scenarios. Right, the hit fire. If I had a laser, you know, it makes it easier. Extended mag as well. You can see how many kills we're getting. So look at this guy. He's right there. Chuck a stun. Go next to him. Oh my god, I missed my shot so badly there. Tap fire in the head. You see what we did for that first guy? You see how we tap fired? It's because we're trying to guarantee those headshots. Okay? Let me show you right now. We're going to go in this corner. We're going to wait here. They're going to push me. I'm going to hold this angle. And look at my centering. It's higher. It's higher. It's higher. He comes behind me. Not the best example, but it's all good. We move. It's Nuketown, so it's always going to be quite chaotic as well. Trying to go for them headshots. So right now, what are we on? We're on 17. Let's just play normally, get a few more, and show you guys how we can get like around 20 to 25. And this is our first attempt on stream going for it, and you can see we get like basically 20. It shows that it really does work, and you can get between 20 to 25 a game. Not easily, but fairly consistently, I would say. Yeah, I think we're like 18 right now.
We're ahead, but stay alert.
And the way I look at it is like, if you get five games like this, you've already got your weapon done. Like, that's pretty good. Like, that's not bad at all. 5 games of domination, you got your whole weapon, 100 headshots. Like, that's really good in my opinion. Even right now, we're gonna hold this angle. We're gonna mount, go for it. Now, when you have an AR, you can play a little bit different, right? You play a little bit slower, go for those more long shots, those more tap fires. With a sub, I would go for more of those hip fires, those close range gunfights, just kind of making it more mixy. I hate counter UAV. I actually hate the counter UAV, bro. It's one of the strongest score streaks. So you can't see anything with that, bro.
Enemy screen.
Someone's got a counter on, you can't see anything, chat.
Hardpoint identified.
Right behind him, look, we take our time. I miss a lot of shots, but like I said, it doesn't really matter. Because you're a suppressor, this guy doesn't even know I'm there, you see? So just about really utilizing your stuff, like your suppressor, your movement, your abilities to just get more headshots. Just make sure you use your game awareness and just combine everything. Look, we're on, what, we're on 120? Bro, if I wasn't doing a tutorial and I was really just going for headshots without specific, like, methods and stuff like that, I would have done what I did now and probably had a few more. Because, like, say I was telling you, oh, stuns, I was having to do the stuns. So it was kind of like slowing me down just slightly. But chat, 20 headshots in that game, right? That took what? Let's see how long the recording was. The recording was 10 minutes. If you do that 5 times, in 50 minutes of gameplay, you have all your headshots done for a weapon. So in under an hour, you can get each weapon done. Now, I think you can get 25, but let's play it safe and say 20 a game. I really believe you can get 20 a game. What I just showed you was a perfect example. And the more you practice it, the more better you get it. You will just... it'll be more natural to you. So let's go through the steps again really quickly. First of all, your centering. You want to make sure your centering is, you know, upright, and your centering is near the chest to head area, so that when you shoot him, you get those headshots. You want to make sure that if you go for a jump shot, you know, when you're jump shotting, you do your standard jump shot, it will give you more likely chance of getting a headshot because your aim's going to go higher. When you go for a drop shot, you want to make sure that you move your crosshair up a little bit so that it balances out and you get the headshot. That's for your general mechanics. Okay, the next thing you want to go for is, if you look at your attachments, you always want a sight. For me, you want a sight. I think the Kepler's a little bit better, so we'll go for that. But you want a sight, you want a suppressor, just so you can go behind them and pinch them. I got 20 that game, Jay. Then you go for I just go for long barrel, doesn't really matter. Then you want to have a magazine. I actually prefer extended mags, so we're going to go for extended mags. Then you want to just have, I mean, it doesn't really matter what else you have. We're going to put on something like, we didn't have this stuff before, but I do like having a laser as well, because when I'm behind someone with a laser, like I mentioned, if I stun someone with a laser and I'm behind them, I can just go through and I can just kind of hit fire them in the head. Makes it nice and easy. Okay, so those are the kind of tips and tricks in terms of attachments. Then what you want to run is, you want to run a submachine gun. Sorry, you want to run a concussion, you want to run assault pack, and you want to run tactical expert. That way you get 3 stuns of life. You go behind them, it's nice and easy. You want to run that. In terms of perks, I would probably recommend going for the blue perk package, because you get the bonus. If you look now, you see how you get the recon bonus. You can see enemies through the walls and stuff, especially if you're playing something like Face Off. I think this is really beneficial. For Nuketown, I think it's not necessarily, I mean, you can use it. I prefer the red perk package because I'm more cracked and faster. It really just depends on you. I don't think the perks really change too much. It just depends on your personal preference. Ghost, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you can run Ghost if you want, and you do get the blue boost, which is nice as well. If you are going for launchers, I would 100% recommend running this version with cold-blooded, Ghost, and engineer, because then what you can see is you can see people through walls. But you can see right now, I can see people as I spawn in, so it does make it easy. You probably get a few more headshots a game because people are, you know exactly where they are, right? So you can kind of catch people off guard. But for me, I personally like the red perk package because I'm faster, and especially for Nuketown, I kind of just like running at them. So I'm going to go for the red perk package, and you can see now I've got the Enforcer one. Makes me a lot faster. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's going to be how to basically get more headshots, get more camos for your weapons. We're going to do a more in-depth guide on my main channel. This was just a live com for people in stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.